Near mint condition, the home of collected editions.
That cover's so awesome.
Absolute format is the best way to own this store. Time to empty those wallets and fill those shelves. How's it going, all you minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions, and join me today for your overview of Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four Artist Edition from IDW. So, join me. Alright, very first thing we're going to do is get this book out of this cardboard protective box that comes inside of another cardboard box. But this one here, of course, has the label with the ISBN right here, with the price being $150, and then what you're going to be getting inside, Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four Artist Edition. So, get that out of there, and it comes sealed in plastic, like all the other Artist Editions. So let's get it out of the plastic first. There we go. All right, got it out of the plastic. Here we have Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four Artist Edition, the Marvel and IDW logo, where the ISBN would normally go in the single issue. Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four Artist Edition, the Marvel IDW logo. Old blue-eyed right there, and Mr. Fantastic in the back with Simonson's signature. I've always been a big fan of his signature. Really stands out. Marvel logo on the left and the IDW logo on the right. Now, we're going to crack this open, and just in case, I always like to tell people, if you haven't read Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four, or any of the other artists that I've done their artist editions of in the last few years, maybe minor spoilers, because we're going to be looking at original art. So, just in case. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do was do a quick little size comparison to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like compared to the size of an omnibus. So that's how much bigger it is. Definitely will not fit in your Kallax or Billy. Maybe your Billy because you can customize it, but this is definitely top shelf. I mean, we are talking about Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four. Let's go ahead and crack it open. All right, let's crack this big, beautiful edition open. You know, to a lot of people, this car sequence and this right here, which also the cover of the Epic Collection, to a lot of people, I remember, and I say to a lot of people, I mean the old guard at my comic book store when I was a kid, and then when I started working there, to them, the Fantastic Four by Walter Simonson was the best work that he did at Marvel Comics. And, you know, because people like me are like, well, what about Thor? Like, that seems to be his most popular work. And a lot of them would say, well, yes, that's probably his most popular work, but the Fantastic Four really captures the magic of Stan and Jack's Fantastic Four, and that's why they loved it so much. So we're going to take a look here at some of the behind the scenes. Now, there is a special thanks over here to Walter and Louise Simonson and Sina Grace and Harris Miller and Jim Reed, but this is also dedicated to Bill Oakley, who stepped up big time and did a beautiful job lettering most of the Fantastic Fours, and always for Wheezy with love. And a special thanks to my old friend Kim McQuaid for assisting, helping me paste down a zillion Xeroxes in my final issue of the Fantastic Four, where the timelines are splitting apart. I'm amazed we kept it all straight. And there is an introduction here, talking about why Walter Simonson decided to do the Fantastic Four. And it was written in 2022. So this book came out in October of 2023. And this is what you're going to be seeing through here. It's pretty much any time that Walter Simonson got to draw the Fantastic Four. Now, he kept writing the Fantastic Four long after this, but the art was not long, 3 issues. The art was done by Arthur Adams. And oh my gosh. Here's hoping that Arthur Adams' Artist Edition comes out one day. So, Walter Simonson's Fantastic Four Artist Edition is part of an ongoing series, one dedicated to showcasing extraordinary artists in a format as special as their work deserves. So here we go with the Marvel Age pinup, and then this wonderful cover right here. And to kind of give you an idea of what the size comparison is, I'm going to bring this out because this is the size of the art, like the art that Walter drew. This is the size of the paper, whereas this over here is the way it's printed in a single issue. So to kind of give you an idea of the finished product over here on the right hand side and the way it was penciled and inked over here on the left. And this vehicle and the poses and the art style and then everything the old guard told me when I worked at the comic book store or when I was just frequenting the comic book store reminds me of Jack Kirby, like the machinery. I can kind of see what they were talking about now looking at it from the perspective of just the black and white original art. That is trippy and magic. Wow, that is amazing. So yes, this is when Walter Simonson decided to write and draw the Fantastic Four. So in here, you're going to find some complete stories, mainly from Fantastic Four 337 to 341, and then 353 and 354. And again, written by Walter Simonson and drawn by Walter Simonson. And this book right here has 204 pages. And we're going to skip a little bit through here. I love the blur effect right there. Wow. That is just jaw-dropping. That is amazing. I'm always jealous of the people that own these original pages. Love mixing in the comic book art with the realistic backgrounds. You know, Kirby was very famous for doing. Well, look who just showed up in an artist edition. Now, that's one I'd like to see too. Actually, Liam Sharp's Death Set 2 would be awesome. Kang the Conqueror showing up. Through the pages of 338. Kang's for the Memories, or Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Fight between Gladiator and Thor right there. Max Sheely doing the colors, but no colors here. I'll skip a little bit through here. And of course, Walter Simonson returning the drawing Thor, but this time in the pages of the Fantastic Four. The Celestial wakes up. I love the whiteouts where he has to go back and redraw faces. Maybe the editor stepped in, or maybe it could have been the artist himself making that decision. A little bit of Kirby crackle right there with the Kirby machinery in the back. Whoa, a lot more. It's very cool to see it in black and white. This is the first time I've ever seen these pages in black and white. It is amazing. Galactus. Oh, the time stream. Oh my gosh. This is where it gets crazy. 352. So this stuff has been collected in Epic Collection before. No Masterworks yet, of course, because we haven't made it that far into the Fantastic Four yet. No Omnis. But who knows, maybe one day. Always been a fan of that cover. There's Mark Grunwald right there. For my pal, happiest, all our best. And there's his dinosaur signature. Gosh, there's some amazing just spreads through this story arc. Now, if you've seen the Loki series, you may be familiar with this gentleman right here. But of course, anybody that was reading comics at the time, and probably people nowadays, know that Mobius is based on the legendary and gone way too soon Mark Grunwald. All part of the time variance. And let's skip a little bit through here, because there's some trippy artwork through here. That's awesome. This is what he meant by the Xerox. Okay. Because of the different timelines. As crazy as his panels are, sometimes they're full, they're so easy to follow. So little time, so much to do, or if I could save time, in a Klein bottle. And this is the last full story that's collected in here. It's so cool that they collect the full issues nowadays. There's that Sue Richards cake right there. Wow. I love the way he redesigned the Thing during his era. I always like when somebody steps in and makes something unique with Ben. And the Cross Time Express here. So this is the final issue, wrapping up his storyline, and then the bio right here. and the portrait of an artist, Walter Simonson. The end sheets are always different. So you have that one right there of the Thing, and what we saw at the beginning is that Jack Kirby-inspired vehicle. And this is a zoom in of a panel. So let's take a look at the binding. So this particular book has 204 pages. It is sewn binding, and I think this is just a cosmetic thing, but you could probably tell that the bunches are all glued together, and this is the ribbon that is actually attached. I've shown people how to fix this on my videos before, sorry, there, so you can get a better look. It's a cosmetic fix. The pages are going to stay intact, but nowadays we hardly have this going all the way through. It's more of a cosmetic look to it. Printed on this thick matte paper, just like the previous artist editions. Beautiful, just beautiful, stunning artwork here by the legendary Walter Simonson. And inks with just full issues. It's really awesome that we have all these issues collected, or somebody's lucky enough to have it in their library. But that's it. That, as they say, is that. If you're interested in purchasing this artist edition, don't forget to check out our sponsors.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltscomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more.
And that was the content and page count and build of this book. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on picking this up, if you collect any of the other artist editions, which ones you would love to see. One of my favorite interviews I've gotten to do on my channel was interviewing the guy behind the scenes of these artist editions, and that's Scott Doonbeer. Oh my gosh, and I cannot wait for his very, very well hinted at Arthur Adams artist edition. But let me know those comments down below, smash that like button on the way out, and thank you again to IDW. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.